So listen, I went from at one point asking my parents to put $50 on a light bill and $100 on the rent.
What happened to the lights?
I used to have to start my car by popping the hood and taking a crowbar. Yes, I did say a crowbar. And I put it on the starter for it to work. And here we are now having 6-figure months. And if we telling the truth today, I did not get here by blood, sweat, and tears or not enjoying my life. Because believe me when I say, I'm definitely enjoying it. So today we are about to talk about it, and I'm going to share my personal details. Yes, I will be getting vulnerable with you today, and I'm going to let you know what helped me to start making 6 figures a month. What's up guys, this is Monique and welcome back to the channel. I am back with the news that you can use, but first, if you are new here, hello, bonjour, hola, aloha, konnichiwa, wagwan, shalom, assalamu alaikum, jambo, namaste. So something that transformed my entire being. It is what some may call having an abundance mindset. What in the world is an abundance mindset? It is basically a belief that there's enough resources and success to go around for everyone. And I know I share a lot of different ways to make money on this channel, and sometimes people say, well, you know, that's oversaturated. There are already so many people in there. If you're telling us about this right now, then it's probably too late. But let me tell you, with an abundance mindset, you don't see all of those problems. You don't see it as being oversaturated. But what you do look for is the opportunity and the place that you fit in. Now, I'm not going to say you go blind and you don't realize that a lot of people are doing this. You know that there are a lot of people out there doing it, but what you focus on is, how can I go about this and how can I make this work for me? Because look at me. If I would have took the time to focus on all of the people that were on YouTube when I started my channel, then I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have over 600,000 subscribers. I wouldn't be making 6 figures a month. And another thing that I noticed that a lot of people don't like to freely do is talk about money. For some reason, it's almost treated as a taboo in society, and especially within families. Growing up, it just wasn't something that was a part of normal conversation, other than make sure you get yourself an education. And that's really the only thing that a lot of people linked to success and linked to money. But it wasn't getting an education so that you can be wealthy and financially free. It was more so that you can live comfortably and just have security. So before I started reaching the level of success that I have today, before I started making these 6-figure months, one of the things that I had to do was go back into my childhood. Aww. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to do that, but I'm telling you, that's where a lot of our beliefs are formed. That's where a lot of our traumas come from. And that's an important thing that we're going to have to face if we want to move forward in life. Some of the things that I would hear as a child, and I'm not talking about from like my parents, just in general. More money, more problems. I don't know if you've ever heard that thrown around a lot. So if you hear something like that, then why would I want to have problems in life? So if money gonna bring that, then you know, I don't need all that money. But I tell you one thing, whether people have money or not, problems will still exist. So imagine hearing these things constantly. These are what led to my fears and my insecurities about money. People never realize the impact that you have on kids. You know, as a child, we're just a sponge. We soaking up everything that we hear. And in order for me to get to that abundance mindset, I had a lot of work that I had to do. I had to start unraveling, rewiring, and rewriting a lot of these things. And I also had to learn the real meaning of a lot of them, because some of these things are misquoted. Some people were taught the wrong meaning of it, and then what you do, you just pass that on. So I had a lot of relearning to do, and that's what a lot of people need to do today too. And that's honestly why I talk a lot about money on this channel. And this is also one of the reasons that I partner with the financial app Chime. Chime conducted a survey to find out the comfort level when talking about money with family. 63% of Gen Z would rather share their full camera roll than their bank statement with their family. And let me tell you one thing, I'm not sharing my camera roll with nobody. So Chime made a card game to spark conversations because families that talk money together win together.
What financial advice have you followed in the past only to realize later that it was bad advice?
You know what? Get a student loan to get an education, because I'm still paying for that.
I'm still paying for it as well.
No more debt.
No more debt.
Have you ever spent too much money in an attempt to impress someone?
Yeah, I spent my whole check.
Your whole check?
Whole check.
Did it work?
Yeah, I married her.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh. Have you ever kept paying for a service you weren't using because you never canceled it?
Yeah, I'm still paying for it now, by the way. We have a telephone number with no telephone. I use the cell phone.
I did not know that.
Would you marry someone with a bad credit score?
I mean, yeah, because by the time you figure out they got a bad credit score, you know, you already fell in love with them. So yeah, I would marry someone with a bad credit score.
Maybe that's a good question for a first date.
Yeah. What's your credit score?
Yeah. So Chime is doing a limited drop. So head to chime.com/game night to enter for a chance to get yours. Now back to these 6-figure months and how we got to this point. So in order for me to get rid of those misconceptions about money and start to change my mind around the idea of money, I had to sit down and write every single thing that I knew about money down. But most importantly than just writing down the negative things about it, we have to change that idea about it. And so for every bad thing that I had on that list, I wrote the opposite of it. And then I scratched off that negative thing, because sometimes you have to put some action in it. You have to make yourself feel like you're doing the work, like you're erasing it. Now, of course, it's going to take more than just you scratching a line out of that. You're going to actually have to put some real action behind these things. But the next thing I had to realize was the bulk majority of the things that I heard negatively about money came from people that didn't really have a lot of money. So they had no real experience with it. They just had that what I heard about it. You know, if you want to go bungee jumping, you're definitely not going to go get advice from somebody who's never done it if you want to know the best way to do it and survive. I started watching the videos of successful people and I tried to learn from them. And you know why that was so important to me? Because my beliefs up until that point was based on what people said. So I wanted to hear what the other people had to say about it. And I watched video after video after video. But when doing these things, please do not compare your chapter 1 to their chapter 20. The purpose of this is to really just use people's stories to see what steps they took, what mistakes they made, and the lessons they learned so that you can apply it. It's really to put a face to an idea, because sometimes we think things that we want, but if we don't see that people are actually out there achieving it, then it's just a dream. That's pretty much how I did what I did to get where I am. But one of the biggest things that drove me, one of the reasons that I feel like I really stuck to this, is when I discovered my reason why. You have to figure out your purpose behind what you are doing, because if you just jump out there and do something, when obstacles arise, when you face challenges, then if you don't have a reason to keep going, to push past it, you're more than likely to quit and to give up, to throw in the towel. But after you have done all of these things, after you have built your faith up, after you have built your beliefs and your hopes and your desires, that's not enough. Because faith without works is dead. You're going to actually have to put some action behind these things now. And that's the one thing I cannot tell you, is what your plan is going to look like. Everybody's going to be different, even taking this information in. Some people may hear this video one time and something clicks and then their life changed. Some people, it may take way more work, way more things. You may have way more unraveling to do, and that's okay, because we all are at different points in life. It's okay. So in my plan with this abundance mindset, again, like I said, it means that there's a lot of resources out there. I tried many different things. I actually have a master's degree in family health nursing. I am a nurse practitioner, and today I am not practicing. I'm not even doing it. I took a route that I thought I was supposed to go, and you know, I don't regret it at all, but that's not where I'm at today. So you have to try things. You have to get out there. You have to experiment. You have to not be afraid. Until I try this thing, I'll never know that's not what works for me. And again, like I said, it's so hard to say what that it is. For me, YouTube started taking off, and that started opening up many more doors and providing more opportunities for me. And so today, this is what I really wanted to focus on, because I could give you the step-by-step by I went here, I went there, I tried this, I tried that, and this is how I made money. But I feel like the thing that is so important is first starting with our mindsets. That is what is going to take us the furthest out of anything else. So I just wanted to share the work that I had to do on my own mind, because I know a lot of people out there need to also start in this area before we start accepting and welcoming money into our lives and start getting these 6-figure months. So if you like this video, please go ahead on and hit that like button down below. It will really help me out, and I thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we are out. Peace.